So I'm fortunate enough to learn about Europe and learn about Europeans pretty much every single day. And you guys get a little peek into what my American mind is like, but what is it like dating an American, or better yet, being married to one? Smash the like button and let's find out.
American and my husband's British, and these are names we could never name our children while living in England because my husband said they're too American and our kids would get bullied for life.
Rightly so.
First one is Tucker.
Yeah, bad. That's terrible.
I think it's a really cute name, and if I wasn't married to him, I would name my child Tucker. Like how much I like it.
It's awful. Like 4 or 5, you know, you can get away with that. But when you're like 50, that's diabolical. Granddad Tucker. That sounds ridiculous.
I really like the name Tucker. No. Next one is Brad.
Yeah, Brad's fine. Brad is like a fine name.
Brad is like Chad, though. When I hear Brad, I think of Chad. I think that's like the most stereotypical American name is Brad.
You just wouldn't hear it in England. It's probably...
Or like Chad. In America,
no,
Brad...
Chad.
Brad and Chad are like frat boy names. Next one is Tanner. We know a lot of Tanners.
Yeah, so this one's dangerous. But again,
Tanner
is just not a name. Not a real name in England. Like, it's a job. What do you do? I'm a tanner.
No, okay, whatever. But no, we do know a lot of Tanners, and I actually like the name.
Yeah, it's a cute name, but you can't use it here.
Okay, the next one is Hunter, and you can use this. This is a gender neutral name. Like, I know boys and girls named Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter's diabolical. You cannot be called Hunter. That is mad.
I don't know about gender neutral with Hunter. I don't think I've ever met a woman that's named Hunter. That's
kind of rock up to
I look
school.
like a hunter in my camo sweatshirt.
Yeah, yeah, but you can't rock up to school in England with like, "Hi, my name's Hunter."
I love that
laughed
name.
Off the park.
I love that name. No. Hunter is one of my favorite names.
It's better for a girl, but still diabolical.
No, I like it better for a boy. So the last one is Brett.
No, never. You don't know
Brett,
a single person.
another frat name.
You cannot be called Brett in England. Like,
I know quite a few Bretts.
Yeah, but you got a cousin called Brett.
Yeah, my cousin's name's Brett.
Which is fine, and like again, all fine in America, but you just cannot rock up to school with a name like Brett. just get bullied forever.
Oh god.
That was pretty good. This comment right here: Tucker, Chad, Tanner. God forbid. Somebody says, "Girl, please listen to your man." If I was living in Europe and was doing names for my babies, I don't think I would ever pick an American name. He's probably right. You probably get picked on, right?
One of my favorite things about dating someone from America is that you'll just bring them to like a random part of England and they're like, it's like you've taken them to Disney World. We're in Shrewsbury and she's walking around like, you seen there's a cheesemonger? It's like...
A cheesemonger? What the hell is that? What's a cheesemonger? Somebody says, my fiance is an Englishman, and I went to his hometown and saw a street called Pudding Lane. I thought it was the most precious thing. That would be very unique if I saw that name. Somebody said, sorry to hear you're in Shrewsbury. Is this not a good town?
We'll be out and about. She sees the good side and everything. It's fucking exhausting. We're just wandering about, and she stops in her tracks and goes, oh my god. This place is like literally incredible. No, it's like literally life-changing. I mean, it's fucking Aldi. Let's just pay for these wetsuits and get it in.
Aldi? We have Aldi. Why would an American say that? But they let the cashier sit down. How is that relevant at all? Somebody else says, but it's Aldi. The prices are literally life-changing. I 100% agree with that. Aldi is very affordable and good food, right?
Another thing I've noticed by being here in America with dating is that you guys just don't like each other. Like, men say they would rather date internationally, and women
Passport
say
bros.
they just not impressed with the guys here. I've spoken with both, and you just guys don't like each other. And I think that's a massive problem. If you don't like the people in your own culture and in your own country, well, like, I don't understand why you guys are so nice here. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But again, like, the standards are blurred. But yeah, you guys just don't like each other. Maybe you should work on that and start liking your own nation and like your own people, you know, kind of make it work.
I love this girl. She is like spot on. That is what the culture is like here between men and women. First of all, I think people are just too chronically online. Like, people don't actually meet in public anymore. Everyone just meets online. And yeah, there's like a massive bumping of the two genders in our country right now, and it kind of bleeds into literally everything, like politics, all of it. It's kind of sad, honestly. First comment says it's the feminism, and that's probably a guy saying that it's the feminism, and then the women will say, you know, the complete opposite. Someone else says single and searching. Love your perspective. I don't even want to go through these comments. This is probably going to get a little sad if we go too much further. Let's go to the next video.
Hey, Emily, it's me. I just wanted to say I had a great time with you last night on our first date. I feel like we definitely had a vibe and that maybe we could build a connection. So I would like to take you out for dinner next weekend. So a week from today, if you're available. If that sounds good to you, let me know. Okay, bye-bye.
That's pretty on point.
Emily! Ammazzo! I just wanted to say that I love you. I just looked at your Instagram followers and I need you to remove all of the men. Also, I called your doctor pretending to be your father, so now I have all of your medical records, just in case, eh? Look, since we saw each other yesterday, I think we should see each other tomorrow. Actually, no, tonight. Right now, look out your window, Emily. I'm here with guanciale, pecorino. I'm ready to make 3 pounds of carbonara for you, your family. Then maybe we play briscola and watch the Milan game, eh? See you soon. Bye-bye.
Honestly, this first comment that I'm looking at is pretty accurate. Somebody says, unfortunately, this would work on me. Yeah, you come to an American girl with like an Italian accent, her panties are dropping immediately. Let's see each other tomorrow. No, tonight. Actually, right now. I'm outside. Oh, that was good. That was good.
I am so glad we're finally talking about how not intimidating British people are to America.
So I studied abroad in England.
What the hell was that?
One time I was walking by myself and had walked past this big group of guys doing construction. And you know how it can be in America when you walk past a big group of guys doing construction. So I kind of like, you know, ready myself and I walk past them and then
catcalling.
From behind me I hear, "Excuse me." And I turn around and this man is like holding his hard hat, like a bowler hat, next to his chest. And he was just like, "You're very pretty, miss." And that's being catcalled by construction workers in England.
I don't know. Do men even catcall anymore? I mean, I'm sure they do. I never really considered that like an American thing, but I guess it is. There's got to be some British people out there that are catcalling, right? No, stop. This is the cutest thing I've ever heard. I wish American guys were this adorable. They might actually get a date if they were like that. Somebody says, I would have crumbled.
Work was so tough today.
Oh, just sit down and relax. Tell me everything about it. My big, strong man. I'm making you food and we can have all night long shaboing.
Work
I gotta
was so
send this to my
tough today.
You think you had a bad day? You think you had a bad day? I've had raging anxiety all day today and I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet today and I'm on my period.
100% Sunny, that's my wife. All right, it says, who are you marrying? It's not accurate, though. The first one is when you paid all her bill, make her happy, versus when you make her pay 50-50 and she works full time. Somebody says, long live passport bros. I can't. Somebody else says, left America and found a European wife. Can confirm this is facts. Is it though? Not every European country, right? I know it's a little bit different, especially in some of like the Nordic countries, like dating culture there is a little different than it is down south.
French and American dating culture are so different that when I lived in France, I had a boyfriend without knowing it, not once, but twice. And what's funny is that this is actually
had a boyfriend without knowing it? How is that even possible?
Actually a really common problem. Like I've heard a lot of other American creators talk about this, and while I've heard a lot of story times about Americans not knowing that they had a boyfriend or a girlfriend in France, I haven't yet seen anyone explain why. And what I find really interesting is this dating miscommunication is actually just one symptom of a larger cultural difference between the US and France that I learned about from reading this book called The Culture Map, which was recommended to me by one of my followers, not sponsored by the way. I just find it super interesting and so I wanted to share. But basically what the book talks about is that when it comes to cultural communication styles, the US is considered what is called a low context culture and France is considered a high context culture. And actually, according to this book, the US is the lowest context culture in the world. Low context cultures prioritize clear and direct communication in order to limit misunderstanding, whereas high context cultures often have implied messages or expect you to read between the lines in order to understand what is being communicated. And how this cultural difference plays plays out practically, like in the example of dating, is that in a low context culture like the United States, we are known for asking something like, do you want to be my boyfriend? Do you want to be my girlfriend? And making it official. Whereas in France, you can be in a relationship with someone just by acting like you're in a relationship with someone. So the context of the situation, like going on multiple dates, kissing, doing things that are coupley is enough to express that you are in a relationship. And here's a little diagram from the book that maps out where a bunch of different countries are on the scale from low to high context. The question still remains is why? Why are some countries more low context and why are some more high context? And while there are some patterns about the language family, for example, English speaking countries tend to be more low context or Romance speaking countries tend to be kind of clumped together. But another major pattern that you can see between the high context and low context countries is that high context countries tend to have a longer shared history together and are more homogenous, whereas low context countries tend to have a shorter shared history and also be a lot more diverse. And so places like the United States with a shorter shared history and many different waves of immigration with people coming from all over the world,
that makes sense.
Created a culture of clear and direct communication so that we limit misunderstanding. And an analogy from the book that I really like, that's from anthropologist Edward Hall, is comparing low context cultures and high context cultures to different types of married couples. Low context are more like newlyweds who still have to explain a lot of stuff to each other, whereas high context cultures are more like a married couple that's been together for 60 years that can basically read each other's mind even from the most minute change in their expression. Anyway, I just find this stuff so interesting, and if you...
Yeah, that is actually pretty interesting. I could see how she would be able to have a boyfriend, I guess. Yeah, because if you don't clearly come out and say it. I don't even think Americans do that anymore, though. Like, ask each other to be boyfriend and girlfriend. I feel like that's something that we did in high school. I'm trying to think if I even asked my wife when I was dating her to be my girlfriend. I think I just said, like, do you want to be exclusive? I don't know. All right. The U.S. is such a melting pot. It makes sense we would have a low context culture. This is fascinating. As an autistic person, the U.S. is the most direct. What? Someone says, so in France, everyone is in a situationship? What's a situationship? You're just in a situation?
Like cats. American women are like feral cats. I was having a conversation today with an American friend of mine who is dating a Greek man. And every time we talk, we discuss the difference in treatment that we receive or have received in the past from American men compared to European men, foreign men. I recently dated a Brazilian man. The difference is stark. The bottom line is respect. There is an inherent disrespect that a lot of American men have for women. Almost like a disdain, a resentment that doesn't exist as much outside of the US. I also find that outside...
I think there's quite a bit of disrespect in some of like the Middle Eastern countries from men to women. But let's let her keep going.
Long-term relationships are more common. Men take a lot more pride in being a family man and a provider and a protector. But for me, it never fails to shock me with the distinct difference between if you have a fling with an American man, he treats you like garbage, like something to be used and discarded. Like my friend said, something out of some gross corn fantasy. Whereas a non-American man will still treat you with tenderness and respect, will still talk to you like an intellectual, will still enjoy your time together outside of the bedroom. It's a stark difference, and I don't know how to get it across to women who haven't experienced it, but every time we compare notes and we discuss our experiences, I can't help.
We're taking notes? I don't know. I don't think that most men in America are like this. It could very easily be like the city that she was dating in. I don't know. I mean, it's been a while. Most of the guys that I know that are single are really good dudes, though. So
like I shouting from the rooftops that y'all aren't being treated well. They're hurting you actively, corrosively, day in and day out, and it doesn't have to be that way. And the result is American women are like feral cats, been abused and harmed and mistreated our claws are out, and it's really...
Yeah, see, it's like they're both going back and forth. I don't know. All right, so her message is to date for the American women is to date foreign men. We'll see how that goes because I'm not sure foreign men want to date American women. 100% yes, but don't be fooled. Those Euro and Latin family, I think she meant to write Latin, family men typically have a woman on the side. It's cultural. That's pretty crazy. I didn't know that. Do a lot of Latin people have women on the side? Let me know in the comments if you're a man and you have a woman. Oh, I'm kidding. All right. That was a lot. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah. Good morning, babe. Oh, sorry. Have a great day today. We could maybe do wings tonight and a movie. It really depends if the boys are around. If they are, then we may need to reschedule.
The boys.
If they're not around, then we could definitely do something. I'll let you know later. I'll definitely text you. Okay, bye. Sometimes I don't believe in miracles, but then I see your smile. I would recognize you in another life.
I told you, American women absolutely love
in
Italian
different
men.
times and love you forever. Buongiorno, amore. Tonight, I'm making 3 pounds of carbonara, so come over.
Oh, it's the same clip from earlier. All right. He's kind of talking to me a little bit there. I'm blushing. This, but a deeper voice. Someone says, this is so true. I'm Italian, but I moved to the USA, and my summer flirty friend sends me texts like these every day, and I love it. Do American men, have they just forgotten how to, like, be polite and flirt? I have no idea. I totally missed all of this. The culture has changed quite a bit since I was dating.
Happy with it.
You're a British woman married to a born and bred, dirt road loving Southern countryman. See, these are the good guys right
Happy
here.
with it. Where do you plan on putting it?
Here.
In the living room.
What?
In the living room.
The living room?
Really? That's great, isn't it? Are you happy with it?
I know this guy. Not this actual guy, but I know a lot of men like this. I mean, it is a European mount. What? Hey, hand the phone to old boy. How I get a Mary Poppins, homie. Jesus Christ, dude. Not talking like that. I don't know if you know this or not, but you also have a Southern accent now, too. She does not have a little bit that she talked right there. She does not have a Southern accent.
Want to know what the best part is about being married to an American man? Like, I never thought in a million years that I'd be married to somebody that would come home from the school run and start baking cookies, kid. But
baking cookies?
But the worst part about it is these cookies are burnt.
Do British men not bake cookies? I don't bake cookies too often, but when the wife is gone and I got the kids, I'm baking some cookies for the kids.
I'm such an American. Watch him bake cookies, kid. Look at his face. Look at him. He's devastated. He went, they're looking brown.
I love this.
Mate, I can't tell you a time back in any history when I lived back in England that any man I ever knew would walk in. Mate, if my dad walked in the house, kid, and said to me mum, oh, I was going to bake us some cookies, my mum would eat it with his shoe. I swear to God. And the fact that he's bet, look at him. Look at them. Look at them. The band. They're great.
That was really hilarious. My hubby comes home from work and starts deep cleaning, chokes me with bleach fumes. I don't know. I'm not a huge cleaner. I like cleaning. I like everything clean, but like I have a threshold for how dirty something can be before I will go and clean it. And my spouse's threshold is just much lower than mine, so she ends up cleaning before I do. You said burnt and I heard bent, and I thought that's a new English term I've never heard.
I don't think I've ever seen you
My American wife learned new British slang.
so shocked. I can't believe you never even that clicked.
I've never heard that term before.
Wait, really?
No.
You've never heard budgie smugglers?
Wait, is that just my wife? I thought that was a universal thing.
No, we call them Speedos.
No, bro. That's
Yeah,
not
but
universal.
They're budgie smugglers too. They smuggle your budgies.
I thought that was like a universal thing.
We're watching Love is Blind UK and the guy just said budgie smugglers and Monica starts freaking out. I'm like, doesn't everybody say budgie smugglers?
I've never heard that term in my life. When you think about why it says that.
Yeah, they smuggle your budgies. It's better than Speedo.
Speedo's a brand. That's not like the type of.
Yeah, but here, like, if
Valid
someone
point.
says,
Speedo
like,
is a
"Oh,
brand."
I need my Speedo. You know what they mean. I've never heard that before. I'm just in shock. I feel like my body just went into shock hearing that.
You want to see me and my budgie smugglers?
No. I want to see you without them.
Oh.
Oh, all right. Someone says in Aussie, Speedo is the swim brand. Budgie smuggler is the slang. Nobody uses the word budgie smuggler here. This has got to be just a British thing. I don't think a lot of other European countries use budgie smugglers. They smuggle your budgies. Sorry, but I'm crying. Budgie smugglers. So you call your package a budgie? Do you use the budgie outside of the budgie smugglers term? I don't know. I have questions, you guys.
Hey, what's your name? Hey, my name is Rolla. Hey, Rolla, do you want to roll on out of here?
What?
Yeah.
What? They'll laugh after. All right. Her title says, I mean, why not? Are these the pickup lines that American men use? Sounds like a dresser just fell down in my house right now. How American guys actually act on the first date. What is up with the shirt? The crazy part is she actually has this shirt. But $20, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. What the fuck? 50-50. Playing video games on a first date? This can't be real. Seriously? It says, the title says hard for Slavic girls to understand, especially the outfits, and 50-50. But the 50-50 thing, splitting bills 50-50, I know that's not solely an American thing, and it never used to be. I don't really understand it. I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, I don't mind paying if I'm taking someone out for a date, but that shirt is fucking crazy. Who wants more dating POV series with other nationalities? Someone says I'm American, and I don't understand them either.
What name do you think it's gonna be?
Ronald? Really?
Ronald?
My son's name? Like, I wait 45 years to have a son and you call him Ronald? Like, look at me.
I didn't say Ronald.
Like, what, Matthew? Like, look at me. Daryl?
The names have got to be crazy. It says, my Lebanese boyfriend ranting about the prospect of having a son with an American name. Yo, that's crazy that he's 40. He said 45 years. So he's 45 and hasn't had a kid yet, but he might. It makes sense. I had kids young, but like if you don't have kids young, I would wait until you're like in your 40s to have kids. If you're a man, at least. I know it's a little bit harder for women to start having kids at 40. Someone says he's not wrong, babe. The way he says Daryl. My Egyptian dad was literally on his deathbed and said, please don't name him Peter. What the hell? All right. I've had enough. That was a good time. That was a lot of fun. I had some good laughs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash like button on the way out, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.